Discretion is advised.
Attack inside a bodega in New Jersey. A man suddenly and just randomly beats a teenager with a hammer. That suspect is still on the run tonight. New Jersey reporter Anthony Johnson tweeted out this picture of the victim, and you can see just how badly injured he is. Anthony is in Patterson tonight with details on this vicious attack. Anthony?
Well, that 15-year-old victim believes that his 15-year-old girlfriend saved his life, and he tells us he believes that this attack was entirely unprovoked and that he was the victim of mistaken identity. Ashik Logan is thankful that he was with his girlfriend Naya when he was viciously attacked by a man with a hammer. The violent crime taking place in this bodega on East Main Street in Patterson. Ashik was ordering a sandwich and became the victim of a brutal assault.
I just felt the hammer in the back of my head at least twice, and then after that I fell to the ground. My girlfriend was helping me out.
Ashik never saw the attacker come from behind, but his girlfriend did.
I was shielding him and guarding him so that nobody would hit him in his head, because I know what a blunt object can do to your head and could cause brain damage or even death.
The young couple walks into this deli frequently, but Naya says she's always on guard.
Once he hit Ashik for real, that's when I realized what was happening. I had to help him, make sure he was okay.
Still, Ashik was hit 5 to 6 times.
I had injuries on my back, my leg, my eye, my ear, everywhere. Everywhere's basically swollen right now.
His family is shaken and sad.
My heart is so hurt right now. It's just, I can't even fathom the pain that he's going through. But this gotta stop. The violence gotta stop. I mean, you can't even walk to the store, get a sandwich without being attacked.
Newscapter 7 was on the scene yesterday afternoon as cops began investigating, looking for a suspect.
This can happen anywhere. It's just the people need to really grow up and really understand exactly what they're doing and be responsible.
If it wasn't for her right here, she really saved my life, and I'm so proud of her. And I don't know how to thank her for that, and I really love her.
Now, Naya did suffer several minor injuries. She is okay. As you can see, she is helping police try to identify the suspect, described as a man about 40 to 45 years old with short gray hair. He stands about 6 feet tall, and he actually rode away from the scene on a bicycle. That's the latest live from Patterson. Anthony Johnson, Channel 7.
Publicly criticize and hold accountable the executive branch of the United States government, i.e. President Barack Obama. Despite all the killings, despite all the murders, despite an unemployment rate and a dropout rate that is greater under a black president than it was under the 2 previous Republican presidents, black people have remained silent. Obama has ignored black folk. In fact, we are the only so-called minority population in the country for which he has done nothing nor has spoken significantly for our issues. Compare us to LBGT. They got 3 laws under Obama. 3. That is unprecedented. How many laws did black people get under Obama to protect us from police genocide, or even to improve the schools or to reduce incarceration?
Wow.
0. Okay, they got a Supreme Court justice. Latinos got a Supreme Court justice. LBGT got a Supreme Court justice. President Obama had the opportunity to appoint the first African-American female Supreme Court justice, and he chose not to act. It's not all his fault, though. We have created a context where the president can ignore black people and get away with it because we told the entire world when he was elected that all he had to do was just be black. And we were fine. Remember?
Yeah, we didn't.
He doesn't have to do anything but be black. That is the worst thing you can say as a marginalized, oppressed group in such a racist country as this, as to tell the world that the president, the executive branch of the United States government,
all of a sudden we heard a boom, 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 and then our teachers told us to come inside. Like, I'm very shocked. Like, you know, we've been going to school here for almost a year, and to see this happen is very shocking. Like, I would want to run to my car now so I won't get hurt or anything like that.
Tomorrow would have been my nephew's birthday, and they just took him away from us. It hurt. It hurt.
Just a day away from turning 17, Elijah Sims is dead after the teen is fatally shot while hanging out with friends in Chicago's Austin neighborhood where he used to live. It happened Monday night after 10 o'clock on the city's west side. Friends say Sims, who was a senior at Oak Park River Forest High School, was hanging out with a group of friends near the corner of Quincy Street and Lotus Avenue, not far from where he grew up. That's when someone opened fire.
Just outside being a little boy.
Sims was shot in the head. A 15-year-old was shot in the back. Both teens were brought to Stroger Cook County Hospital. Relatives rushed to the hospital. While the other boy's condition stabilized, Elijah's distraught aunt fought back tears as she confirmed that her nephew was in the ICU after suffering a catastrophic brain injury and had died.
He liked to laugh, play, joke, fight with his cousin, fight with his cousin, fight with his cousin.
Police say neither of the victims appear to have been the intended target of the attack. This is a family struggles with an unimaginable loss.
Put the guns down. I wish he could come back to me.